Mech Paladin has been gaining a lot of popularity and attention since the most recent Masters Tour. However, it's probably not the exact deck list you expect. Leta is a Hearthstone Grandmaster that competed in the most recent Masters Tour and decided to bring Mech Paladin with a decent success of a 6-2 record, and I believe that landed him at least top 32, maybe into top 16 depending on how his tiebreakers were. But it's definitely worth noting that a lot of people, when they wanted to bring Paladin for the Masters Tour, brought pretty much this exact idea of a deck. And it's kind of interesting because like a lot of people are saying that mid-range decks are not really all too common right now. However, this is probably the most mid-range deck that we have at the moment. I do have to say that I do not believe in this deck's ability to perform on ladder. Rather, I do believe in its ability to perform in tournaments, because if you're trying to bring something that's good against Warrior, for example, this deck's pretty good at quartering control Warriors to where you can make a lineup that really bullies them. There might be some other really good matchups to this deck, such as Quest Hunter, but to be honest, I didn't have that many games with this list today, but I still wanted to make this video in order to show you guys that Mech Paladin has gone over some pretty big changes in the past couple weeks. And one of the synergies that we definitely have to look at is the inclusion of Stonehearth Vindicator in order to give us our radar detectors for free. There are no other spells in this deck, so you should guarantee draw this every single time if you play your Stonehearth Vindicator, which means that you want to keep this in the mulligan as well as your Prismatic Jewel Kits. One of the things that really limits this deck, and is also one of its main strengths, which is kind of funny if you ask me, is the power of the Prismatic Jewel Kit when you play it as early as turn 1, turn 2, because the real power of this deck is trying to curve out itself and being able to not disenergize with itself. And sadly, when you play Cariel, if you top deck a Prismatic Jewel Kit, this is just the definition of a dead card, because you are never going to override the Cariel weapon in order to give yourself Prismatic Jewel Kit value, unless you guarantee have lethal somehow, which I don't even know how you can even do that. But regardless, if we're playing mechs right now, this might be the best way to do such. So let's go ahead and talk about the real strengths of this deck outside of just its high roll potential. The true power of this deck relies on your curve plays. Obviously, you have your Prismatic Jewel Kit as your turn 1, but you have plenty of other turn 2s if you don't hit your radar detector in order to give you some value out of your Prismatic Jewel Kit. But overall, like the real power of this deck is in the insane swing turns that you're able to generate. If you stick a minion, you have any Stormcoil in order to give you another gigantic minion to help you trade and keep your board advantage. That's the number one thing about this deck, is your board advantage, and that does become very apparent when you play the 3-drop Mooncatcher, which not only has Divine Shield, but can give you another minion that gives you 2 minions with Divine Shield. The real power of this deck is how sticky your minions can be, to where your opponent probably has to use like their one or their 1 or 2 cards to completely wipe out the board, but there may be a situation where they really don't want to do that with a bunch of minions that have, like, you know, 3 or less attack. They want to try and save this stuff for when you do play your motherships, when you do play those big buffed minions, because I've literally seen a 13/13 Stormcoil before, but that was because, you know, Cariel was buffing it the entire time. Luckily, it wasn't Smite. But regardless, you do have Smite for those high roll potentials in case you need that burst combo. It's something that, you know, Holy Paladin has been reliant on, so it's not too surprising to see it in the aggressive form of Paladin. But you also have your Battleground Battlemaster in order to seal out games if you do happen to stick a gigantic enough minion. There are some people playing Samoro, so I will go ahead and include a list that does include Samoro, because I do believe that deck is better. But overall, I'm choosing to highlight this deck because a lot of people are just going towards mechs when it comes to Paladin, but they're also looking at Hand Buff, which is another deck I plan on reviewing in the next couple of weeks. I have not played any games with it, so I'm not going to make a deck spotlight on a deck I've literally have no experience with. But regardless, with this deck, I really think it does have some potential on tournament ladder. I'm sorry, on tournament metas, because on ladder, it just feels like it completely flops against Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is like one of those, you know, decks to where if you can't beat it, you might as well ban it. But when you ban it in tournaments, suddenly Mech Paladin has a real chance of being able to thrive. But I hope you guys enjoyed this take on Mech Paladin. I believe that the list with Samoro is probably the best version to play if you're wanting to bring this deck on ladder. So again, that deck code will be down below in the description for you guys. But if you're wanting to bring something to the Open Cup meta in order to really bully Warrior, I think this is the way to do it, because my Warrior matchups just felt really, really good most of the time. But this deck can low roll. It can just not draw its Prismatic Jewel Kits. It can just not draw Divine Shield minions after you do get your Jewel Kits. There may be times that you just don't hit your radar detector. So I really just wanted to give this preface it before anybody crafts this deck. Do so with a grain of salt, because I would rather you play this deck for fun and lose rather than play this deck to win and lose. So just just be careful out there. I wouldn't commit your dust to this deck unless you absolutely want to play it. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel in order to be notified about any other future uploads we happen to come out with. The deck code is down below in case you guys want to try this on ladder, want to try this in tournaments, or if you just want to play against your friends. You know, playing up against your Hearthstone friends is a great way to remind yourself that not every single game needs to be about winning and losing. We've also got a Patreon in case you guys want to support the channel and get extra perks and bonuses for doing such. And as always, if you want to catch these clips live, we stream at twitch.tv/ClarkHellScream. I hope you guys enjoy proving that with my skills and with your cogs, we are an unstoppable team. And we'll see you for the next video.
Yeah, I am not climbing with this deck. I am doing the opposite of climbing. I am losing ranks.
However, I feel like this will be a matchup where we don't have to worry about throwing ranks.
But no, we are not climbing. Oh, your rank went from 43 to 2... Oh my god, really? You went from 43 to 244 with like 30 losses? Dude, that is insane in terms of how many games it takes to be in top 50, dude. Just post the game where they conceded and say 100% win rate. Well, that wasn't with the deck, though. That was with a different deck. So I can't even do that with a clear conscience. Oh, wait a minute. This is insane. So now I have the Savior. Plus, Warrior doesn't like to deal with 4-2s. So this is why Leta brought it to the Masters Tour. He brought this deck in order to hammer on Warrior. He went 6-2, so keep that in mind. This deck has a way of beating things. It had to go through it, or it had to get banned. Bam, double Sunken. Well, this is the ideal curve. The only thing that we're missing is the Vindicator. Well, Automaton. I kind of want to wait.
Initializing descent.
We'll just do this, but I feel like if he's smart, if he's really smart, he'll probably get rid of the Divine Shields here, because he probably knows that this card is coming. Last thing that you want is this thing to get +2/+2. Yeah, there it goes. I don't want to play into Brawl, so we just play one. I'm not going to Hero Power because I don't want to play into Brawl. Maybe I shouldn't have Hero Powered last turn. Maybe I shouldn't have Hero Powered last turn. Playing the Spinley, but didn't play the Dredge. So he's just fishing for a new hand, dude. Quite literally. Fishing for some new cards.
Who here can spell Zinjari?
I mean, this is still 14 damage that's connecting. And I have a mothership that can survive. Yeah, so here we go. This is a good matchup, apparently. Just Q into Warrior. Whoa, 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 whoa. Buddy, that gave me a lot of gas. That gave me a lot of gas, and I can also do this.
Initializing descent.
Hold on a minute. Oh, wait a minute. No, we take the Vindicator. We take the Vindicator, go face. Oh, dude, this is disgusting. This is disgusting, because now I can Vindicate, get the the radar detector. It'll give me the Sunken Mooncatcher, and I can play it on the same turn. So even if he does clear here with like a Brawl or whatever, I have plenty of ways of being able to threaten. Yeah, dude, this deck is pretty decent to Warrior. What's in their deck? Not sure. Flame Brawl? Oh man, if only that was good for you. If only that could win the game from this point. And I've still got a 6-forward Divine Shield. Alright, here we go. Here's some gas. Because there's only one 2-mana spell in our deck. So we guarantee draw this. Hopefully we draw 5 cards. 4 is good enough. Clock me, dude. Nice. Turns out this deck is good against Warrior. What a curve, though, man. Mothership being an 8/7 as well, so if he plays like a gigantic taunt, it's not going to make a difference. Oh, is he going to double shatter me? Wait a minute. That could... Maybe this is the way to beat Warrior, man. Like, we haven't left the board since, like, turn 3. Despite his best efforts. And if he does end up clearing the board, I have plenty of refill. That's the thing that's funny here. Like, he only has so many AoE. So many AoE spells. And yeah, now he's just in the trade dance. Mwah. There we go. After losing almost every other game. Turns out good matchup against Warrior. Alright, let's try to get one more. Let's try to get one more.
Versus Rexa.
Well, how about this for beating aggro?
For Lordaeron.
I don't think Mech Paladin can actually beat aggro, but... I got 1, 2, 3, and this becomes a 4-5 after this loses. Some stats. Play this worst case scenario. This deck does run double Viper, but I can at least find some minions. You know, it might... Okay, you know what? Keeping this was actually wrong. The whole point of this deck is to mulligan for the Stonehearth Vindicator, so you hit Radar Detector. So that could be somewhat worth. Alright, so let's see. We've had a lot of people suggest songs. I'm going to put another song, another favorite song of mine on here. This is my favorite Megadeth song, but I feel like this is a lot of people's favorite Megadeth song. Double threes. Ever worth playing it out? Nah, we just do this. Teletubbies theme song metal version? Why am I not surprised that that exists? He's never trading into my minions, right? At some point you will! And when that time comes, I'll find you. I guess just, you know, if he doesn't want to kill my minions, I stick a board, and he has to do, he has to just focus on my face in that case. Then maybe I can get enough damage in. I feel like this is not supposed to be a good matchup, but at the same time, maybe this is doable. Barb me, dude. It's a 0 mana hero power after this. Let's see, I could do this into this, but then suddenly I'm losing out value on the Jewel Kit. I guess I could make an AI value turn. God. Turn 4 and I'm already at 16 life against a deck that literally has done nothing but just play damage cards. Okay. Could find lifesteal maybe? Oh, there's no lifesteal in the pool. I got all the divine shields, but I'm at 16 life. I guess I could put him to 16 life with all the minions that I have. That evens out, right? I have not played the WoW Quest Mage yet, no. I did not play much Hearthstone the other day. Maybe I should have just played another Divine Shield. Yeah, I should have played another Divine Shield. But wait a minute. Wait, he's gonna... That means... Wait, hold on a minute. This was good for me. This was actually really good because, like, he wants to commit a Tavish, and I'm gonna have, like, a board of Divine Shields. Yeah, draw 5, hopefully. Wow, never lucky, I guess. Okay, working. Working. Can't deny that this isn't working. So, Battleground Battlemaster for lethal, Smite for lethal. Oh, he's still playing defensive. Wait, he didn't play the Tavish. Dude, you just die now. You're not gonna have time to kill me in 2 turns without your Tavish this turn. He was worried about death and he didn't go for the out. Oh god.
The Queen's troubles.
Playing defensive. Oh, buddy. Was that the wrong play? Oh wow, he actually did play around lethal. No way. Literally played around lethal unintentionally. Well, I mean, this is still a really good turn. And now I also have taunt. Oh, dude, let's go. No way that I could die here, right? Yeah, dude, where was Tavish? Tavish would have just, like, killed me. But then again, like, I drew the Battleground Battlemaster, and I would have killed him. I missed a 1-1? Wait, I missed a 1-1. Or did he miss the 1-1? He missed the 1-1, right? Yeah, GG, bro. There we go. Mech Paladin getting a win. Exact lethal on board before I get the Battleground Battlemaster. All right, maybe it's a legit deck. Maybe this deck is legit. Also got that. Oh, that was a sweet card back. Ooh. All right, well, there we go. Maybe we can climb out of silver with it.